Hi, my name is Tony Williams, and I'm the founder of Instructional Integrity Programs. And what you're about to see is a walkthrough of the 15-week program, the rules, the structure, what I expect from you. And I'm going to go through this one section at a time. By the end, you'll know exactly what this is, what it isn't, and what your next step is. That's if you want in. I'm reading, deal with it. So, let's go. In 1982, I heard Werner Erhard say something, a world that works for everyone. That sentence changed my life. I was around 23, and something about it just landed for me. And I've tried to live from that ever since. Not perfectly, but that's been my direction. Then in 2016, I was diagnosed. In 2017, I was treated for lung cancer, and there was aortic involvement. When the aorta is involved, out of 100 people, 10 to 20 live past 5 years. I didn't die. I want to be clear about what that means. It doesn't mean I walk around grateful for every sunrise. It means I have zero patience for wasting time, zero tolerance for half measures, zero interest in spending my days on things that don't matter. I'm living on borrowed time, and this program is what I'm spending my time on. Now, what is integrity, right? That word gets used a lot, and most people think it means being a good person. It doesn't, not here. Integrity is about identifying the gap between what you said and what you did, the gap between the impact you intended and the impact you actually had. Here's the real question. Did your actions make someone else's day harder? Did you add to their chaos? Did something that was supposed to be handled land on somebody else as a problem they now have to deal with? That's the test. Not right, not wrong, not moral or immoral. Did you add to someone's burden or did you reduce it? The American dream has become a nightmare. We see it everywhere. Rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. This program is built on a different idea. One conversation at a time. One act of integrity at a time. One act of true integrity. That's how things actually change. I'd like to enroll the entire planet to operate that way. I'd like them to operate that way. And that's not marketing. That's the mission. That's my mission. Read my Substack if you really want the full story. Before we talk about money or schedules, I need to be straight with you about what you're getting into or could be getting into. Now, in that left column, you'll see that this program is a structured 15-week accountability container. It is a community of people who are serious about keeping their word. Your actions, not your intentions, not your stories, not your reasons, are what count here. It's a proven system for closing the gap between who you say you are and who you actually are. That gap matters. Ask anyone who did the 6-week beta program. Now look at the right column. This is not a place to coast. If you're going to lurk or show up when it's convenient, wrong place. This is not a motivational course where you feel good and nothing changes. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to make you effective. Have us all be effective. It isn't therapy. It's not consulting. Nobody is fixing your problems for you. You already know what to do. You just need to do it. If you get stuck, the Hive is where you get help. And I'm always available to you. So if you're in, you're in. Halfway in's out. I'm saying that up front because I respect your time. If this isn't for you, that's completely legitimate. Better to know now, right? Than to find out later. Now let's talk about money. The real program, well, how I have it set is this is a real program with a real investment. I want to be completely transparent. There's 3 price tiers, as you can see. The early bird is $497. That price is available for 48 hours. That's it. After that, the price is $597. That becomes your price forever. I call that the founder's lock. You pay $597 48 hours from the time you register, and you pay $597 if you come back with the next cohort. That price is locked in. The public market price is $997. 3 months, 15 weeks, more than 3 months. Quite a deal. That's what people pay who find out about this program later, the ones who weren't invited. You were invited, which means your $497 lock is on the table right now. Take advantage of it. Talk to me. Talk to anyone who's done the programs. It's well worth your money. So here's what 15 weeks looks like, okay? We start Monday, June 1st. We meet every Monday and Friday, 30 sessions over 15 weeks, and then we finish on September 11th. Every call is 20 minutes. That's it. In and out. You get 2 minutes or less to report. No story, no reasons, no fluff. You did it or you did not do it. X and Y. Done. Then we move on. And you're back to your day. June 1st, you're in. By July 4th, that's the 5th week. The structure's starting to work. August 3rd, week 10, things are deepening. September 11th is completion. 15 weeks, twice a week, June through September. Go ahead. Take out your calendars and mark those now. One thing. There's one thing you're required to do to stay in this program. Post in the Hive. That's it. The Hive is our private school community. Every week you post. That's the floor. That's the minimum. If you don't post, you're out of integrity for that week. Not in trouble, not punished, out of integrity. Which means you know it, I know it, and the community knows it. No post equals out of integrity. Simple, no exceptions. Now here's what I want you to hear. Everything else in the program is optional. The calls, the daily cycles, that's for your benefit. It's recommended and not required. But don't confuse optional with unimportant. I'll get to that in a minute. The one requirement is the post. Keep your word to the community every week. 2 things I strongly recommend, and like I said, they're not required. But if you skip them, you're choosing a smaller result. That's just the truth. So the first is show up Monday and Friday, 20 minutes, not another hour-long meeting, not something that could have been emailed, not a Loom you'll watch at 1.5 or 2 times the speed and then forget it. You show up, you report, 2 minutes or less, you did or do not, and you're back with your day. What you get in those 2 minutes, what you get in those 20 minutes, is something you can't manufacture on your own. Presence, real-time accountability, the energy of people doing hard things and choosing to keep going. You can't get that from a replay. You have to be there. The second thing is the daily cycle. Every morning, say what you're going to do that day. Every night, report whether you did it or not. 7 days a week, Monday through Friday. 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, not just weekdays. Every day. Morning intention, night report, over and over. That's the practice that closes the gap. That's the work of the Structural Integrity Program. Every week in your post, the Hive follows this format. It's not a suggestion. This is the template. Your name at the top, Group 1, Program Week, 2026 week number. That's the week of the calendar year. Then your daily entry, Monday through Sunday. Each day has 2 parts. In the morning, you write what you'll do. At the end of the day, write whether you did it or you didn't. The name, and then you name what you're going to do the next day. Now, what do you say? Well, there's 2 things in the first part. You either say what's going to increase your finances or that project that you said you're going to be doing. Those that you pick something between those two every day. And the other is something you're complaining about. And you either fix it or stop complaining about it. My house is a mess. I'm going to clean it up. Next day, I said I'd clean up my house. That was ridiculous. I didn't clean my entire house. I cleaned a section of the living room. Tomorrow, I'm going to clean another section of the living room. That's it. 2 things. Very simple. This is the say, do, report structure. That's the entire program, and that's what it's built on. It sounds simple. It is simple. It's not easy. That's the whole thing. Really it. I've run this program. I know where people fall down. Let me save you some time. Flaw 1, waiting. Don't wait until Friday to check what you said you do on Monday. If you wait 5 days, you'll lie to yourself. I'm not being harsh. It's just what happened. The brain fills the gap. You'll remember it differently than it was. You'll have a story about why you fell short. That makes you the victim of circumstances. Check your list every single night. That night, while the day is still fresh. Be honest. Flaw 2, the choice. If you skip the calls, if you skip the daily reports, you'll not get the full result. That's not a threat. That's a fact. But here's what I really want you to hear. You're not going to accidentally skip things. Every time you don't show up, you're making a choice. You're choosing a smaller result. Own that. Don't make it circumstantial. It's a choice. This is a special invitation. Now, I know it says, please do not forward this invitation, but feel free to forward it to someone you think will be up to operating like this. Here's the process for everyone. There's 3 steps. The first step is register. That's it. Just register. The clock starts, and that's when you lock in your price. How do you register? Reach out to me and say you want to do it. Step 2, after you reach out to me, you and I have a conversation, not a sales call, a real conversation. Because I want to know where you are, what you're working on, whether this program is right for you. You know, this is a container, and not everyone fits inside the container right now. Step 3, one of 2 things happens. I accept you into the 15-week program, or I offer you the 6-week beta. That's not a consolation prize. The beta is a training ground to prove to yourself you can do the work and get ready for the full program. Most people who do the beta come into the 15-week program ready. Those who skip it may struggle, not necessarily. Because you see, the 15-week program is challenging. It's not appropriate for everyone. And that's the truth. I'm not kidding. And I'd rather have a smaller group of people doing the work than a room full of people going through the motions. Now, I'm spending my borrowed time on this. Is it worth yours? If yes, register, then we'll talk.